Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another review for BET Presents The Encore, Season 1, Episode 3. Now, the ladies are still gathered together. They're talking about Aubrey's vision board and her vision for the group. While the ladies are brainstorming, Fallon and Felicia take Keely to the side. And she's crying, we're picking up where we left off. So she's still crying. She's asking if she should leave. Should I leave? Like, should I just go? Should I just go home? They should have told her ass, yeah, girl. I mean, do what you feel like you need to do. I ain't gonna stop you. But of course, they talk her into staying, and they're very much singing a different tune this evening. Before she was a two-faced fake ass bitch. And now they're all like, you deserve to be here, just like anybody else. It's weird, like I'm back and forth with Fallon and Felicia. But the other ladies are talking about the type of music that they want to do. Shamari, she want to do a song about husbands and love and family and community. Pam wants, gospel. She want to do full-on inspirational, she gospel. Fallon and Felicia back over there in the kitchen, they're still reassuring Keely that, she's a necessary component to the group, blah, 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 blah. Felicia ends up apologizing for her two-faced bitch comment, and, they trying to get Keely back on board. Keely, says that she sees Aubrey a mile away. She's just trying to throw me off my game. She's trying to, make it look like I don't have my ducks in a row. And Keely says she's, well prepared and more than prepared, to be creative director. And she just don't like Aubrey trying to step in and step on her toes. But listen, if you don't jump, somebody else is going to step up to do what it is that you say that you're gonna do. But she say, she know Aubrey pulling stunts. Aubrey, Fallon, and Felicia, they rejoin the rest of the group, and Aubrey seems to be in charge of the girls. Everybody is on board with Aubrey's vision board and what she has in mind for the group. They are all team Aubrey in this moment. Keely's just sitting back, still seething with, hate and bitterness, the fact that somebody else stepped up and did what she said that she was going to do. But that's normally what happens when you just wait around and instead of doing what you're supposed to be doing, you around the house stirring the pot, throwing a little salt in everything. They say that they're going to lead with the married girls. Bring in Faith and Inspirational with Pam, and, end out with the single ladies. All right, it's time to get work. So Fallon and Felicia, they have written and laid down vocals for the first song, and I love it. That one is called Bird's Eye View, and it's very much Fallon and Felicia. Knowing that they wrote a lot of the songs that they sang when they were in the group Cherish, it's them. It's them. And they have already laid down vocals, like I said. They've engineered some things. They've been working. I will say that that's commendable. Like, they have a really, really, really strong work ethic. And you better in that business. Which is probably, I can't really say the twins are on my nerves, or like I don't like what they got to say, or, like they don't add anything besides being mean girls. I don't even see it as them being mean girls. I just see them as being very knowledgeable in what they do, and they don't half-ass it. If it's time to work on an album, it's time to work on an album, and so that's what they spend their time doing. While y'all sleep, laid up, getting a cigarette, in the kitchen eating. Nivea was in there working out, kudos to that. Always stay fit, but everybody should be prioritizing, their time around creating the album, like Fallon and Felicia. So don't be mad with them when they done stepped up and done produced a whole damn song and tell you get on board. This what you singing. This what you singing. Because you can do that when you writing it. When you producing it, engineering it, when you laying down the reference vocals and all of that, when you doing all of that, then you can divvy out responsibilities. Okay? That's how this gonna work. That's how it works. The rest of the ladies, they love, what the girls have done. Irish in her confessional says, that this opportunity means a lot to her because she feels like she's getting a second chance. When she was in 702, she was the breadwinner for her family, and so she was taking care of everybody. And all of that changed, within the blink of an eye. And now she has a son, and she doesn't want to leave him with nothing. So this opportunity means a lot to her. And so the song resonated well with her. The song resonated more so with her than anything. She wished that Misha was downstairs to hear the song. Where is Misha? Sleep. She sleep. Misha's MIA. Child, please. The next morning, Keely talks to Misha and tells her, she doesn't want to cause any discord or anything like that. And Misha's just like, oh, girl, you cool. It ain't you that's the problem. It's those twins. And I'm just like, Misha, you just mad because these twins done clocked you. The fact that you ain't really who you say you are, your work ethic ain't what you said it was, and they clocked you on that, and you mad. You mad that you're not up to par, and they're telling you you're not up to par. She wants somebody to coddle her because it's been so long, and she's a veteran. Okay, you a veteran, then you should be the main one, full steam ahead, because you're a veteran and you've done this before. No, you're being very lazy. You've been very lazy. Aubrey's ideas, they're excited about, what she has to offer. Misha likes Aubrey's ideas and she's excited to start working. But you done missed the whole song. You excited to start working. They was working last night while you was asleep and getting cigarettes. Because we did see her getting up for a cigarette, but that's neither here nor there, I guess. Fallon and Felicia are in the studio with Aubrey, and they're listening to, a few of the songs that are saved on Pro Tools. And, they're divvying out the instrumentals, who should get this one, who should get that one. And Fallon does want to make sure that the other ladies know. She's like, okay, before we get started, should we at least let the ladies know that we down here? Aubrey's on board with that. So let's go make a sweep and see if we can get the people down here to start on their song. Aubrey goes up there to Pam because she wants to give that song to Pam. And Pam says, okay, well, let's tell the rest of the group. Pam and Misha, they go into Misha's room. And so it's Aubrey, Pam, and Misha to tell her, about the song. And she's excited or whatever because she's written for Nivea and she's written, songs when she was in 702. So she's excited to flex her writing muscles. And Aubrey tells her, that she's going to take the song, that they're going to take the song Skeletons. Aubrey, Cherish, Aubrey, Fallon, Felicia. Because they're still trying to split the group. It's very obvious that they still trying to split the groups in two. And so Aubrey's like, we're going to take Skeletons. And Irish is like, what? I love that song. Or it was either Skeletons or Bird's Eye View. One of them, Misha. Misha was upset that she wasn't going to be able to be on that song. Aubrey was already telling her, oh, no. This one that we trying to get you in here to record now, this gonna be your song. But Bird's Eye View, off limits. Skeletons, off limits. Sorry. And they got to do 5 songs anyway. They got to do 5 songs, and 3 songs have to be everybody. So there can only be 2 little extra songs on there. They go into the studio, and Misha, she's already trying to get people to accommodate her, like I said, with all her shortcomings. I don't write as fast as y'all. We don't write like, girl, just write. Just write. Because Fallon's like, it's all good, girl. It's all good. We have done plenty of Sony writing workshops and boot camps. So we know how to write with all kind of writing styles, all kind of folk. We can do it. You good. You good. She's just like, let's get to work. Enough talking, enough excuses. Can we just work? Can we just work? Misha, it seems like she's a bit intimidated by Fallon and Felicia mostly. And it's not even about what they've said about her. It's just it's obvious that they're talented. You can see that they're talented. Like their work speaks for itself. So you really can't be just sitting around, with the tight lip or having anything negative to say when they're showing up and understanding the assignment, as the kids would say. They doing their job. They giving what it's supposed to give. Meanwhile, you're not. And you know that. And you're intimidated by that. You're intimidated by the talent and what they can do. And so you just not gonna try it all? Like, girl, no. That's not what we supposed to be doing. Cosign and Elijah, this is when they show up. They get there. And Misha, Irish, and Shamari, they have the song Go Don't Leave. And they play the track or whatever, and the ladies, they're in their zone. Everybody's trying to create, they humming and, trying to figure out a melody or whatever. And Misha, with her insecure ass, she, it's because it's been 10 years, so she's very insecure, in her abilities. I mean, it's understandable, but girl, you have to flex the muscles or else you're going to lose it. You have to practice. You have to, if your instrument is your voice, you better be working on it every single day. Or at least, keeping it nice and warmed up so that this kind of stuff don't trip you up. You always ready. Cosign, of course, is like, anybody want to get in the booth? Who want to get in the booth? She, of course, she again, we don't write like the twins, girl, please. It's off-putting. Everybody is kind of like, okay, all right. But it's very off-putting. It's annoying. The twins end up leaving or whatever. But he gonna ask if anybody want to get in the booth, and Misha's like, hell no, nobody want to get in the booth. Girl, why are you here? Why are you here? She gonna holler from upstairs, twins, y'all come down here and do some vocals. So you want them to sing your melody so you can write. No ma'am. No ma'am. What you gonna do is do the work, do the song. That's what you're gonna do the song. That's what you're gonna do. All them excuses. While she's in there, she start getting all sweaty. Okay, now I'm getting hot. Now I'm getting sweaty because it's time to work. It's time to really work. And like everybody's down here. The pressure is on. Like you have to perform. And now her anxiety done got the best of her. She nauseous and she just getting hot and sweaty and got to go lay down. So Irish takes her on upstairs to go lay down. And, that leaves them like, okay, well, we can't finish working now because this they song. Cosign and them don't want to work without her, so they they say they're gonna come back, and hopefully next time they come back everybody's focus will be on 100. When they leave, they start working on another song that everybody can be on. Irish gets in the booth and she hits her note. Everybody's having a good time. This is a fun night, because they all go in there. They like, well, we in here, we might as well just have a little jam session, see what we can do, see what we can, put together. And, the song that they create for everybody, it's a cool one. It's Talking. I think that's the name of it. Talking. I like it. That's all I know. Misha, of course, is outside. Sorry. The next day, Pam works with a choreographer, because she want to get, up on her choreography, being able to pick it up better or pick it up like she used to. And she say back in the day, they used to be able to just, vibe out a little bit. But she wants to be able to get this choreography down. So she working with the choreographer. Keely, Fallon, Felicia, and Aubrey, of course, they head to the studio again. And, of course, the rest of the ladies missed the memo. I don't know why they ain't going around the house and saying, we finna go down to the studio, y'all. We finna go down to the studio. Y'all could at least give the people that. You could at least give the people the opportunity to not show up or to, prove themselves to be lazy. When you just take over and, go about doing things however you feel like you want to do them, it does make everybody look bad because it's like, damn, you didn't give me a chance to get up and come to the studio. I don't even know we was coming up in here to the studio at 3 a.m. Like, you could have said, sis, set your alarm. I know you napping, but we're going to get up real early to get down to the studio. We're working on this. We're doing that. No, the two of them just getting together, as they're twins, so naturally they're going to always be working together. Okay. Keely, of course, is going to go do a lap to see where everybody is. Of course, everybody's still sleeping. They're working on the songs talking. Now they're working on talking. I thought that was the song they was doing before when everybody was having a good time. I can't remember. I know I like the little talking song. I like that one. It is because everybody was on that. And Pam, yeah, let's get there. The twins, they go in and lay down their hook. They can't wait on Misha anymore. They're like, she can do the ad libs, the oohs and ahs or whatever at the end. We don't have time to wait on her. And they also make note that they're tired of doing all the work because they are writing it, producing it and engineering it and all of that. So yeah. But anyway, Misha, when she finally does get her ass out the bed, she comes down to the studio to lay down her vocals. She does well enough. It is what it is. She don't like her tone. No, it's like, girl, no, yesterday when it was time to write it, when it was time to do it then, when Cosign and Elijah was in the room, that was the time to talk about what tone you wanted. No, you cannot advocate for your tone right now because it is the way it is. And so this is what you're singing. This is your note. This is your note. They, are in there vibing or whatever. And Pam hears some of the lyrics. I think it was either Felicia or Fallon. One of them were in there laying down their vocals. And they're doing the hook. And in the hook they say, ho. These hoes. Somebody, these hoes. And Pam say, oh no. I'm not going to be calling females hoes. I'm not doing that. And so then Nivea, of course, she wants to advocate for Pam. She's just like, can we just change the word? Or whatever. Can we change the word? Fallon or Felicia, I can't remember which one, but one of them was like, no, we're not changing the word. It's going to say ho. It's got to be ho. But I don't know what to tell you, and of course Pam is just not going to be on the song. She's like, if we're not going to change the word, I'm not singing that word. So maybe I shouldn't be on the song. She says she cool with being a cheerleader. It's okay. When you're writing it, that's what you wrote. That's equivalent to, being an actor and thinking you're going to change the lines. The director gonna be like, excuse me. The writers are gonna be like, I wrote something else. I wrote hoes up in here, not chicks up in here. Please say what's on the script, okay? Recite what's on the script, and that's it. Don't be trying to do what you want to do, And so I understood them with that, because it's like, well, I wrote it and I wrote hoe, and so we saying hoe. You don't have to say it, you don't have to be on the hook. Do your little ad lib, what you did, and be done. I don't see why we couldn't compromise there, but whatever. Nivea is really like tickled by the twins and everybody. Really, she's just tickled. She's really having her key, over the spats, and the potential spats that could happen because, she feels like everybody is acting like a solo artist. Like she's the only one that's a solo artist, but everybody here is acting like a solo artist. Sita calls the ladies into the living room. And of course she asks, is everything okay? Everybody else is like, oh yeah, things are going well. Not Nivea. Lies. It's shot the shit up in here. Like, nah, this going on, that going on. We can't get this song together. We can't get that song together. Like, she laid it all out, you know. And you know, see to say she think it's time for a new queen. And so they all vote. I ain't gonna go through all of that. Aubrey wins. Whoop whoop. Good for Aubrey. Keely, Nivea, and Irish were also on the board though. Keely is salty, of course. Aubrey right away has a plan. You know, she's been waiting. She's been waiting, lying in wait to be queen so she could execute her plan. They all agree. She's like, we can all agree that the reggae song is out, right? Oh baby, no, 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 no. Oh baby, no, 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 no. So they're not doing that. I really wanted to hear Aubrey do that again. I wanted to hear Aubrey do that again. Damn, that one's not on the books. Oh well. She wants to ask Cosign, you know, if there are any more songs, you know, that they can, you know, put on in there and they can take that one out. That evening, Fallon and Felicia, they're in the studio looking for Irish and Misha's vocals. Somehow they're lost. I don't know how they got lost, but they're not there. They lost them, so they need them to re-record. You know, they let them know they need to come back down there to re-record. Misha come down there talking about she don't trust it because how y'all lost my vocals. Okay, girl, whatever. They end up giving her a different part to sing though, different from what she recorded the first time. I don't know what the point of that is, but they do that. Misha gathers Nivea, Shamari, and Irish together because Misha feels like the twins did that on purpose. She feels like the twins are trying to sabotage, you know, like they're trying to make it all about, you know, Cherish. You know, this is the Cherish show and, you know, we're just background vocalists and she's not here for that. Misha has rallied everybody together and everybody's like, you know what? You might be on to something. They sit down for dinner and Misha immediately takes things left and it's yelling and screaming from all angles. Of course, Misha's frustration is directed at Fallon and Felicia. You know, she thinks that they have, you know, just taken over. She confronts them on that. Y'all done lost our music. It seems like y'all trying to put people where you want to put them. And it seems like y'all gonna be on all the songs, but not everybody else. Like, that's not fair. Fallon and Felicia, of course, are like, what? Excuse me? After all I've done? They feeling really unappreciated, okay? Y'all taking them for granted. They don't like, you know, they don't like that the barrage is coming down on them because they're the ones writing, producing, engineering, doing all of the work. And you got the nerve to be mad? Like, you ain't did nothing. Do the song. Do the song. You know, it's a lot. It's a lot of back and forth. They really don't like how the twins are moving because now Aubrey is in on that. Aubrey's like she feel like the twins are shady and they don't know how to talk to people and blah 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 blah. It's all a mess. Of course, Keely, if I was queen, girl, because Aubrey did lose control of the room, but I mean, whatever. It wasn't a situation where I think Aubrey needed to step in and, you know, flex the fact that she's queen. It was a conversation that they could have had, should have had, and it could have went a lot more smoothly had Misha not just, she came in hot. You know, I just find it funny that she really came in really, really hot. They bicker, of course, until they became bicker no more and everybody go their separate ways. The twins say, damn, should we go? Should we leave? Shit. Misha, she go in her room and she gonna yell at the camera in her room. She say, F a confessional. I don't need to go to a separate room. I'ma say what I got to say right here, right now. The twins ain't shit. Your mama ain't, no, she ain't go out. She ain't go in like that. But she said what she wanted to say and, you know, that was that. Misha, girl, you created a whole situation. And it's mainly because you're intimidated. You're intimidated and you're insecure. Very insecure. She's insecure about her position. you know, in the group. She's insecure about her talents and what she can, you know, bring to the table. That's nobody's fault but her own. Just like the twins said, those are those are the thoughts that you've put in your own head. Girl, ain't nobody did that to you. Cause she talking about, y'all, when I come in the studio, you giving me dirty looks. Girl, what? Do they lack patience in the studio? Yes. I'm gonna say Fallon and Felicia, they don't have the patience to try to reteach you stuff, and, you know, to try to hold your hand through this process. They're ready to work. You know, they know what they're doing. That's just what it is. And the music industry is very cutthroat like that, very much. So I'm not understanding why you surprised. If not them, it would have been some other folks, which is probably why they probably should have had an outside artist, or, you know, someone else to come to be there and to really make sure that the ladies are like staying on task. Sita ain't gonna do it. But, you know, when you have Diddy staying in your house, you getting up in the morning when Diddy say, get up, we going to go, you know, do a boot camp. You know, like that sort of thing. But Fallon and Felicia's mentality is, we're here for a purpose, and it's to create an album within 30 days. They're working. Y'all are playing around. Now, the only thing that I don't agree with is the fact that they're doing it behind everybody's back. Yeah, you take an initiative, but you ain't giving nobody else an opportunity to work with you. You know, you can't, that's not being a team player. Going behind everybody and doing it and then saying, but I did it all. Excuse me. And this is why group projects was never my thing. I hated a group project in college because it's like, I'm be doing all this damn work. Because I don't have the patience to sit back and see if you're going to do your part. And I think that that's their mindset. But when you are working as a team, you have to be a team player. You got to bring the whole team in. You know, you got to stop by the rooms, like me and Fallon going down to the studio. Me and Felicia finna be in the studio. Me, Fallon, and Felicia. Felicia, and Aubrey are going to be in the studio. You know, whatever. Like, let the people know that you're working. Because I guarantee if Shamari knew, she'd be there. She seems like she has a strong work ethic as well. Nivea, she seems like she would be in the studio if they were letting them know that that's what the plans were. But it's like they be in there and then it's like, do I hear music? Oh, y'all down here working. Okay. And then they want to be like, oh yeah, sing. You can sing this part. Nah, because we should have all worked on this together. Them girls say they finna get some writing credits, okay? Not playing with y'all, and they not trying to share. They are not trying to share. That was really where it ended out, you know, with them bickering and everybody, you know, going their separate ways. This show is a mess. It's a mess that I'm here for. I'm so here for it. Let me get off of here. I got so many reviews to do this week. Good Girls came back. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. Good Girls came back. Bittersweet though, because this is it. This is it for Good Girls. They will not be renewing it. So, yeah, and I got 2 episodes to catch up on with that. It was a 2-hour premiere. So yeah, we're gonna get Good Girls going again. Potomac will be back soon. Run the World came back on last night, so we got to review that one as well. The BET Awards, we have to review that as well. The Verses, we have to review that as well. It's a lot coming down the pike. So I had to get started with Encore. Anyway, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.